Does Allah hide things from you on purpose? There is a question that lingers in the heart of every seeker when faced with the fog of life. Why does Allah not show me everything? Why do I walk in uncertainty, grasping for clarity, only to find veils instead of answers? Why do doors remain closed when I knock with desperation? Why do I ask for clarity, but confusion stays? Is it because I am unworthy? Or is there a hidden wisdom in the veiling? This paradox, that the one who knows all and can reveal all often chooses to conceal, is at the heart of the spiritual path. To understand it is to understand something of the mystery of divine love. The Quran speaks to this mystery in profound words, and they ask you about the soul. Say, the soul is of the affair of my Lord, and mankind has not been given of knowledge except a little. Surah Al-Isra, 1785. Here we are reminded that even our very essence is hidden from us. We walk through life with limited sight because complete knowledge would be too heavy for us to bear. Allah also says, "And it may be that you dislike a thing while it is good for you, and perhaps you love a thing and it is bad for you. Allah knows, while you do not know." Surah Al-Baqarah 2:216. This is the secret. Concealment is not neglect, it is mercy. What is hidden with purpose. The Prophet Muhammad said, "If you rely upon Allah with true reliance, He would provide for you as He provides for the birds. They go out in the morning hungry and return in the evening full." Tirmidhi 2344. The bird does not know where the grain will be, nor when it will fall. Its hunger is real, but its trust is greater. What Allah hides from us is not to starve us, but to train our wings of tawakkul, to make us fly in search of provision rather than remain in the nest of certainty. Consider the life of Yusuf alayhis salam. As a boy, he dreamt of the stars, the moon, and the sun bowing to him. Yet, he did not know the meaning of his dream, nor how long it would take to unfold. That knowledge was veiled. He had to endure betrayal by his brothers, the darkness of the well, the humiliation of slavery, the injustice of prison. If Allah had shown him at the start that these trials would one day lead to the throne of Egypt, would his patience have been tested in the same way? The veiling was not cruelty. It was the sculpting of his soul, the secret of his becoming. Musa alayhis salam was also veiled from the wisdom of his journey. When he accompanied Al-Khidr, he could not understand why his companion scuttled a boat, killed a young boy, or rebuilt a wall without payment. His heart resisted the hidden wisdom until Al-Khidr unveiled the reasons. Surah Al-Kahf 1865-82. The lesson is timeless. What Allah hides from you is not meaningless. Behind every concealment is a mercy waiting to be revealed. Even Ibrahim alayhis salam was tested with concealment. He was commanded to sacrifice his beloved son without being shown the outcome. He walked to the mountain with a knife, his heart trembling but his faith steady. Only at the very last moment was the ram revealed. The veiling was necessary, for had the outcome been shown, the depth of his surrender would not have been manifest. And the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the most beloved of creation, experienced veiling too. The Quran itself descended gradually, verse by verse, over 23 years. Allah could have revealed the entire book in a single moment, yet He says, and those who disbelieve say, "Why was the Quran not revealed to him all at once?" Thus it is, that we may strengthen your heart thereby, and we have spaced it distinctly. Surah Al-Furqan 25:32. Concealment and delay were part of divine pedagogy, a way to nurture, strengthen, and shape. The Sufi masters spoke often of this hiddenness. Rumi said, "Be patient where you sit in the dark. The dawn is coming." He understood that the veiling itself is an essential stage of growth. Ibn Arabi wrote, "Allah veils himself by his very manifestation. What you see is him, and yet he remains hidden, for the real is too vast to be grasped by sight." For him, the concealment was not absence, but the overflow of divine presence, too intense for the human heart to bear all at once. Al-Ghazali explained that what Allah hides is often more valuable than what he shows, for concealment creates longing, and longing polishes the mirror of the soul. So does Allah hide things from you on purpose? Yes, because to reveal everything would crush you. Yes, because if you knew every outcome, your heart would never learn to trust. Yes, because longing for the unseen cultivates sincerity. Yes, because the hidden draws you closer to the hidden one himself, Al-Batan, one of his beautiful names. Think of life as a mirror. What you see reflected is only the surface, while the true light remains behind the glass. Think of life as a river. You see the ripples and currents, but not the hidden springs beneath. Think of life as a rock. On the surface it is hard and cold, but inside are minerals formed over ages. Think of life as wings. You cannot see the wind, yet it is the hidden force that carries you higher. Think of life as roots and fruit. You enjoy the sweetness above the soil, but it is the hidden roots that make the fruit possible. The unseen is not absence, it is foundation. Modern struggles mirror these truths. A person applies for a job, faces rejection after rejection, and wonders why the doors are closed. Perhaps Allah hides a greater opening, unseen for now. Another longs for marriage, but delays and obstacles persist. Perhaps Allah hides a union that will come at the right time, when the heart is ready. Families face hardship, unable to see how provision will arrive, yet in that concealment, faith is forged. Someone prays desperately for healing, yet the illness lingers. Perhaps Allah hides the wisdom, granting purification or a station near him through the very ailment. The concealment is not punishment, it is preparation. The Prophet said, "Know that if the entire creation were to gather together to benefit you with something, they would not benefit you except with what Allah had already prescribed for you. And if they were to gather to harm you with something, they would not harm you except with what Allah had already prescribed against you. The pens have been lifted, and the pages have dried." Tirmidhi, 2516. What is hidden is already written. Your task is not to unveil everything, but to trust the writer of the script. Ibn Ata'illah al-Iskandari wrote in his Hikam, "If he opens a door for you by making you know him, do not care if your deeds are few, for he did not open it except to make himself known to you. Do you not see that he can make knowing him a gift, while he may not make action a gift?" Here we learn that the greatest unveiling is not of circumstances, but of Allah himself. To know him is greater than to know the future. So when life feels hidden, when answers are veiled, when the path seems uncertain, do not despair. Concealment is one of Allah's languages. He speaks through what he shows, and he speaks through what he hides. The veiling is itself a sign. It teaches patience, it deepens trust, it awakens longing. And sometimes, what you think you want revealed would harm you, while what is concealed is the very shield of your soul. May Allah grant us contentment in his wisdom, patience in his veiling, and joy in his unveiling. May we see the hidden as mercy, the unknown as protection, and the delay as preparation. Ya Allah, al-batin and az-zahir, reveal to us what draws us closer to you and conceal from us what would distance us. Make us trust in what we cannot see until the unseen becomes more beloved to us than the visible. Amin.